Very good afternoon to all the viewers. Do you have someone who is suffering or having some similar symptoms about prenatal depression? If you have someone in mind that crossed your mind or whatever it is, it's time to share out this live talk because it is my greatest honor to have a very brave soul, a very brave mother that will be on the platform together with us on Body, Mind, Soul magazine to impact lives positively together. So, good afternoon to all of you. Hey, why I started today? But it's okay. All right. So I have one viewer at this point of time. So make sure that you help me to share out the live so that we can invite more people to join. Very good afternoon to everyone. So how is your Saturday so far? I think it's been a long time. I have not asked the question. How are you? Where are you from? And you know what, Christina, I'm your host, your regular host, your weekly host from Body, Mind, Soul magazine, as well as Body, Mind, Soul Festival. So with one aim, Body, Mind, Soul always wish to impact life positively. And therefore, we have every week, Saturday, 3 p.m., we invited different speakers, different walks of life, different professions. They share about, how their personal journey of going through something and then conquering something. I have Sri Drona. Hello, she have shared. Woohoo! Oh yeah, I woohoo for you too. Right, I'm good. Oh yeah, that's good to know. And she's from Rawang. All right, so share with me how you feel, and then and also where you from, because Christina love engagement. If not, that will shows like just me and my guest talking on the platform. That's not called live talk. Live talk is not just about us. It is about engaging together with you as well. So if you have any friends, who will or who has something similar, or who you think maybe they having something similar, let me just pull out this. Today is our live talk 42. What is prenatal depression? A personal story with Iza, co-founder of BakedKL. Okay, what is BakedKL doing? Later I'll tell you, because this one is not sponsored. I'm not being endorsed by them, and it's not a sponsored ad, but I love their things. But I will not spoil it. If you don't know what BakedKL is all about, I'll let the co-founder to share with you a little bit later. I have Eva over here. Hello, Christina. Hello, Eva. How are you? And help me to share out the live talk as well. Do me a favor. We currently have 5 viewers, and I want to hit 10 viewers on this beautiful Saturday night to talk about what is prenatal depression. You know how interestingly, when I met Iza, and we were talking about something else. But what captured my eyes was she was very much into mental health. So therefore, we got to know her better, and it is our greatest, deepest honor to have her joining us later. This is her first time sharing this openly on this live platform about her personal experience. So do me a favor, help me to share out whatever to your friends on your chat and things like that. Okay, I keep saying good night, is it? Did I just keep saying good night? All right, my admin is telling me this is afternoon. Hello. I have Vivian. Hi, happy Saturday. Did I say good night? Oh, I said Saturday night. I think because I was listening to all the Saturday Night Fever music just now. And I have Eva over here. Happy weekend. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to waste anyone else's time, because this is a very I would say it's a very important topic that not many talks about it, and we Body, Mind, Soul always do something crazy. So we thought it's time to openly talk about this as well. So is everyone ready to? Oh, okay. Every time when I laugh like this, for our regular, you will know I'm reading the comments from our admins. So my admin is asking me to sing a song for opening. I don't remember what song I was dancing to just now, but it was a good song. And the lyrics, it was too fast, so I cannot finish. Rhythm of the night, like that. Rhythm of the night, something like that lah. Okay, you all know lah. As long as I make you happy and I can cheer up my guest who is at the backstage now laughing. She's very ready to come up already. Let me think. Okay lah, admin, maybe you suggest a song for me to sing lah. Okay, then maybe that will help. All right, and yeah, so happy. Oh, okay, yeah. So I pull out. So okay, so to all the ladies, share it out to all your ladies friends as well, and do this together with me. Warm up your palm as I am going to welcome. Every time when I want to welcome the guest, my admin will give me something. So every time I have to do that something. If not, it's not fair to welcome the guest with my heart hanging there. So she asked me to sing, my admin asked me to sing, You Are My Sunshine. So for the viewers out there, if you want to hear me sing, you maybe type in yes. Yes? Shared already, all right? Okay, so just so you know, it takes some time for your comment to reflect on my screen. Make sure you just continue commenting, and then I'll pull it up. So do you guys want to hear me sing, or I should just go straight to welcome the guest? Let me see what they say. I'm ready to welcome the guest. Okay. All right lah. All right. Okay. Okay. I have yes. Okay, I have yes. Oh, I have yes also. Okay. You are my sun. Out of pitch already. You are my sunshine. Let me see the lyrics. My only sunshine. You make me happy. And then where's the lyrics? No more already. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy. I've forgotten. Okay, all right. Sing to welcome our guest. Yes, so put your hands together because you know my trick. Every time when I say put your hands together, it's time to welcome our guest. And I would like to welcome Iza, from co-founder from BakedKL, and to join us. Hello, Iza. How are you?
Hi.
Do you like my opening?
Yes, I did. I enjoyed
You
it.
enjoyed that. I can see you
Yeah.
having fun at the back. All right. So, Iza, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you. How about you?
I'm great. I have comment over here. Ha ha ha. Peach Larry about my singing just now. Okay, Iza, share a little bit about what is BakedKL, and I'm gonna give my honest feedback as well later.
Okay.
Share a little bit of yourself, Iza, to our
Okay.
audience out there.
So basically, I run BakedKL. Is an online dessert store. This was back in 2012.
Yeah.
So I ran it with my sister for a while, and then now I have my own team. But we cater to different markets. We have normal, we have gluten-free, and we also have vegan options. So because we believe everyone deserves a treat. So this was inspired, of course, by my own family with intolerances. Some can eat, some can't eat eggs, some can't eat nuts. So basically, that's how we came about, basically to just be able to share treats that people are able to have.
So just for the viewers to know, that day I ordered gluten free, right? The one that I ordered. Yeah. So this is not a sponsored, yeah. Okay, it's not sponsored. It's entirely from my honest opinion, and all the viewers know I'm a foodie and I'm famous with it. I always openly talk about how I love food. So go and try BakedKL because their gluten-free brownies is damn good. That's all I can say. All right. I really love it. In fact, all my family members love it as well. Vivian over here. Hi, Iza. Looking forward to hear your personal story. We have Eva saying hi to you. Hi, Iza. All right, and I have my admin over here. I think it's referring to Peach Larry, but achieved our intention to make everyone laugh. Yes, so for Body, Mind, Soul, just in case you don't know, we always aim to impact life positively. And through our live talk, we discuss something. It can be something very serious and something deep, but with a lighter heart manner, So today we are here to talk about prenatal depressions, and it is a very, very personal story and experience from you, Iza, correct?
Yeah.
So we saw your beautiful daughter just now, who was singing in front of us and doing this to me. So very, very cute little girl out there, very, very sweet. And Iza, maybe you share with us a little bit. I think we start off from a little bit of your family planning. I think that has a somewhat impact to leading you to your period, right?
Yeah. So I got married January 2018. and we planned to have a family 2 years later because, of course, we wanted to enjoy both of our company, just, being husband and wife. So we did plan, but, well, not but. We talked about it like, okay, we plan 2 years after, but just in case, if it happens, then of course we'll accept it, of course, happily. And then I got pregnant right away. And it was a shock to me because I didn't expect it to be soon, and I was also like a bit dumbfounded, like, how can I get pregnant
So fast.
Yeah, so fast. So actually within that 1 month, even in our honeymoon, I actually took so many pregnancy tests because I was just like hoping that,
Can't believe, like,
yeah, yeah,
unbelievable moment.
yeah. I was just not sure, and then I went off because my honeymoon is not right after the reception. It was like maybe few weeks after that. So even throughout our honeymoon, I already felt like I'm so tired at that time, and I feel like my chest was already was a little bit swollen already. So but I was still in denial until I got back from my honeymoon, and I just said to myself, you know what, I'm just gonna stop buying pregnancy tests because they were all positive, but I just didn't want to like make it happen. So
Okay.
I made an appointment and I went to the gynae, and then just to put things
Confirm.
just to confirm. So I was pregnant.
All right, all right. So, for all the new viewers, welcome to Body Mind Soul live talk show. And if you're watching this from Body Mind Soul magazine as well as Body Mind Soul Festival, make sure that you're watching it from these two platforms so that you can comment and ask Iza any questions. Or if you want to send your support or your heart shape, just to let Iza know that, it's so good for her to openly, sharing it with open heart and be so brave to talk about this the first time. And just a little juicy story behind the entire live talk. Usually we will have a initial discussion with the speaker, and Iza was very happily telling us, in a way, was laughing about it. Yeah, none of my family member know about this, until a point that me and my program director, we were like, are you comfortable to talk about this in a live talk setting of your prenatal depression? And Iza was like, you know what, let's talk about it. I think it's okay. It's okay. We just go ahead. All right. So for all of you who have just joined us, make sure you share this live talk because I believe it will impact a lot of mothers out there. And we will also give tips for the husbands as well, because Iza has a very supportive husband that was next to her during her whole journey. So Iza, from being denial, I think a few months, right? Your denial, like maybe at least a month.
Yeah, at least a month. Yeah.
Yeah, and up to the point you had a confirmation with the gynae. There is one curious question which we never talk about. So, what is your husband's response compares with you?
Actually, my this is going to sound bad, but my initial reaction was I was really shocked when I found out that I was pregnant. That I was actually asking him whether we wanted an
To let it
abortion.
go.
Yeah, to let it go. But I think I was just freaking out in the moment. Like, I didn't want to, but I spoke it out loud, basically. My husband was fine. I think he was more concerned in terms of financially, because, with the kid, then, because we just gotten married, right? The money just spent on the wedding. So he was worried about it financially, but he was happy, happier than me, of course. Yeah.
Because I believe he is happy, definitely. But what was it going inside you when you got the news? Yeah, congratulations, Iza, you are pregnant.
I was actually happy when the doctor confirmed it. I was like, oh, okay, like very excited. But I think that feeling didn't last that long. Like once I got back home and I told both our families, I think I didn't. I expected more joy, but it didn't just go there. it was just very like, yeah, I'm excited, and then just like flat, you know. So but yeah, and then that, I think that's how basically it started. I really think that the pregnancy news that was really early on was the catalyst, I would say, that drove me
Kind of
into.
planted the entire journey experience for you, correct?
Yeah, because when
Mm,
after when I got married, the plan was for me personally was to work on my business. So
mm.
I was like, okay, 2 years, I'll do this, I can do that. Like, with the support of my husband, I can do more things than uh, that I wasn't
Before.
able to, yeah, before. So, and then you can save up a little bit of money before you plan to have a family, and then all of a sudden, when I got the news that I was pregnant, it just feels like my whole visual of what I wanted to achieve that year just crumbling down. So I think I was very fearful of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So how was it emotionally? Like, what leads to you realize you are having prenatal depression?
So I know every pregnancy comes with all the symptoms that, of course, some people magically don't have it, and some have really hard. So, and it's different from a mother to another mother. So for me, I was really fatigued from the day that I felt that I was pregnant. I was really fatigued. I couldn't get out of the bed. I was vomiting. Even the supplements that was given to me by my gynae, I was not able to consume it. And then even water, I wasn't able to. I can only sip water. I couldn't even drink water for a few months. So I was super dehydrated. Anything that I eat tastes metallic. So no matter how
Wow.
many, like if I eat, like for example, I eat nasi lemak, after finish eating, I felt like I didn't have anything, so I keep on eating because
Oh.
I couldn't feel anything. I couldn't taste it. So it was very frustrating for me, and I'm already like super tired, vomiting,
Mm.
and then I had memory loss, like very, um, I would say brain fog and also memory loss lah. Like little things, like for example, if someone asked me to take a phone downstairs, I would go downstairs and then immediately just forget what I was doing downstairs for. And I know this kind of like memory brain fog thing happens to people sometimes. You macam, I forgot to take something, but this was a regular occurrence. So it's frustrating, especially when previously, before I was pregnant, I was just on top of things. I was
Yeah.
able to
I can tell
multitask.
because you're entrepreneur. When you're entrepreneur, right, you are really on top of things. You're actively moving, you're actively talking with people, very sociable,
Yeah.
and it's a person that is taking action, a person that takes action. If not, how can you drive the entire BakedKL yourself, right? So Iza, I have a question from Vivian over here. Um, were you withdrawn and kept to yourself most of the time during that period?
Yes, I was. I didn't see any of my friends, and
Wow.
actually, it was to the point where I was actually really um even now, but not as bad as when I was pregnant. I had a fear of people calling and sending me WhatsApp messages. So usually I'm like, people WhatsApp me and I'll just WhatsApp back really fast. But during that time, I just would reply days after, or to the point I actually was so fearful of looking at my phone that I get my husband to actually type it and pretend it was me. So
Wow.
I'll say like, oh, just say, oh, I can't or something. Then he'll just text it for me lah. So even
Mm,
like friends outings and things like that, I'll just make up a lie lah. And these are like really close best friends of mine. I would just make up a lie to not
mm, mm,
attend any social gatherings or things like that. Yeah.
So I believe this also leads to her question. Did you put up a different persona when with friends and family, especially being happy and joyful in front of them? I think it's more towards family because friends, you are avoiding them already.
Yeah. Yeah, true. So I'm not super open with I mean, certain friends you're open on certain topics, right? So for my best friends, I think I just didn't really tell them anything. I was just pretending I was fine. For my family, I think they can, because I stay with my parents, so they can see that I was like obviously dreading the symptoms and it was hard, but they don't know how I am emotionally. What they can see is just basically like I'm just tired. So I didn't really have to pretend because my symptoms was already bad to begin with,
Mm,
I would say,
mm,
yeah. But
mm, mm.
they don't see behind my behind my closed doors, basically my room, like how I cry every night to my husband and things like that. So they don't get to see that, obviously.
And also, you know what? Vivian asked a very interesting question because this is the exact story that you told us, one of your episode, one of your face, you know. And Vivian is asking, did you discuss your symptoms with your gynae then, and what did the doctor say?
I actually wanted to. So this is after discovering that maybe I had prenatal depression.
Okay, hold on there.
Oh, okay.
So before you go to answer Vivian's question, Vivian, hold on to it. Stay with us. How did it lead to you realizing or understanding that this is not just a hormonal change? You know, this is something else.
So it was already like months, right? So usually people always say like, oh, it's just hormones and you're probably gonna get mood
Yeah, it's just
swings.
the first 3 months, the first trimester, you
Yeah,
vomit, you can't eat, it's normal. Sorry to
yeah,
all the audience, I'm not a mother yet, but I have a lot of friends who are pregnant. Their first and second trimester, they really had a very hard take. Some of my friends vomit all the way until
yeah.
deliver, but some are really happy-go-lucky. They can eat whatever they want and they still remain shapely. Even after deliver, still the same size. Yeah. So yeah, I believe like what Iza said is the pregnancy period or the pregnancy experience, it is very unique and it's very personal, and that is why you are here to share about this, because this is what you found out yourself on your own effort. Yeah. So to all the viewers out there, welcome to join us again. Today we are here to discuss together with Iza what is prenatal depression, and I have Shiwei over here saying hi to you as well, Iza. Yeah. Vivian is just out of shock. Oh dear, you had it for months. Iza, is it for months or the entire 9 months?
The entire 9 months.
Yeah, Vivian, it was the entire 9 months. It's not just 4 months. Okay, come on, Iza, let's go. Let's go and talk. Share with our audience. How did you find out that this is not just a normal morning sickness symptoms?
Yeah, because when you're pregnant, people always say you have mood swings or you're feeling blue or sad just for like a few days. But this is like a regular thing. It's like an everyday thing where you feel negative, you're sad, you're depressed, you have anxiety, all this negative emotions, and then I was already feeling like. I blame all the symptoms to the baby. I wasn't feeling any connection to the baby. You know how people like like to take photos
Talk
with
to
the
the
baby or
baby, listen,
talk to the
yeah,
baby, the
listen to Beethoven music.
yeah. All those things I had none. I
Wow.
was like for me the emotional thing is more like I really love the baby, but at the same time I blame the baby. And then after you're thinking, oh my god, you blame the baby, you feel, oh my god, I feel so guilty for saying that. And then same time you're thinking, oh my god, I just said that, am I a bad mother even before becoming a mother? So there's
Mm.
so many
Conflicting
voices, yeah,
thoughts.
yeah,
Conflicting thoughts.
conflicting thoughts in your head. So, and this was every day. It wasn't just like, oh, the hari ni okay, the next day you feel down. It's not an up and down thing. It's like a mental state, I would say. It's not a
Mm.
mood swing or anything like that. So I knew there was something wrong with me, and I Googled about depression for pregnancy. So what came out was like all this postpartum depression, which yes, I've heard of it, but clearly I haven't even gave birth yet, right? So I thought to myself like, oh my god, what is wrong with me? Because I hate myself at that time because I'm not the same person
Wow.
before.
You
And
you hate yourself?
yeah, I hate myself for feeling that way because I know deep down I don't. But
Mm.
you're just like, oh my God, is this another version of me that I didn't know I had? You I guess you picture yourself very differently. I picture myself like, I mean, before I got married, how I envisioned myself was like, I have a family with lots of kids and this, like, because I came from a big family. So that's how I pictured myself. And then to find out I'm pregnant and this is how I'm feeling, like, what are people talking about? Like the joy of being pregnant, where is it? You're always consuming pictures and videos and celebrities and even your friends taking pictures of them getting pregnant. Like
And the
people,
baby bump.
yeah,
And
the
the
baby
baby
bar, like
bump.
1 month, 3 months, 6 months, they all like actually like, glamorize it basically. So, and I didn't feel any of that. So I actually just like, okay, let me Google depression during pregnancy. So I did that and came up prenatal depression. So before this, I haven't heard of prenatal depression at all. All I've heard is postpartum depression. So I began reading and reading, and suddenly I felt like, oh my God, I'm not making things up. This is
Mm,
like something that people talk about.
mm,
So I joined in like support groups and Facebook pages and forums, things like that. But these are all actually overseas, based in the UK or in the US. I tried after that looking for a local support group, but there wasn't any, nor was there any like article or resources locally about prenatal depression. So
mm,
I still felt very lonely. Um,
mm,
but after finding that I'm not making things up and it's not in my head, I felt a huge relief. And
mm-hmm.
after that was the time that I actually talked to my husband about it and started, giving him articles so he could understand and things like that. So, I mean, going back to Vivian's question,
Yeah.
I've always wanted to talk about it with my gynae, but every time I go to the appointment, I was either with someone else, so I wasn't comfortable talking about it, or
Mm.
if I'm alone, I mustered every energy to and courage to talk about it. But every time I enter the room, he's like, "Oh yeah, how are you?" Like super happy. So I and then suddenly you just can't help but to respond happily too. And then in the end, it's just
Wow.
oh,
It's
never mind lah,
it's like
never mind lah.
yeah, it's like putting up a front that yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
it seems like that should be the normal thing to be.
yeah.
Like
Correct, correct.
normal thing to be, yeah. So in the end, you have never talked to your gynae at all.
No, no.
Not until now, right? Until today, correct?
Until today, yeah. Until today. He doesn't know. Because like I think before I mean this was years ago. I've had a panic attack and I went to an ER before, and I remembered when I
Wow.
was talking about it, the doctor actually laughed when I was talking about it. So I think I already had like a bit of traumatic experience talking to a doctor regarding these kind of things. So
You
I
mean
think that
sorry, Iza, sorry. You do you mean that when you were in ER, you are in your pregnancy state
no, no,
because
no,
of
no.
the oh, okay. So
This
that
was
was
like,
prior.
yeah, it was prior. So I remembered talking. I was explaining. I didn't know it was a panic attack, but I was explaining it to the doctor. But all the doctor did was kind of did a little bit of a laugh. So I think I was
Mm,
traumatized by that experience. So
mm, 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 mm,
when I
mm,
went
mm.
to the gynae, I just felt a little bit like doubtful, or should I say it? If I say it, maybe he'll find like, what are you talking about? It's
I'm
just hormones.
weird. Like maybe
Yeah, like
I'm
weird
weird.
and like it's just hormones. You just chill. So I was afraid of having that kind of conversation. So in the end, I just didn't have any. Yeah.
Wow, wow. Okay, so Vivian has another question for you also. Did you feel like you were going crazy with all the mood swing at that point of time?
I wouldn't say I had mood swing because it wasn't even a swing. It was just like
All the way
feeling down.
to
Yeah, it was just feeling down. So I wouldn't say it as a swing. Um, but yeah, I felt crazy because I tried to text like my friends. I didn't obviously jump in and ask like, did you have depression? But I was just testing the waters on how they respond, and I knew they didn't have it. So I just felt very lonely lah. Of course, my husband was very supportive, but obviously he wasn't. He can never get pregnant, so he wouldn't understand
yes.
how it is like,
Yeah,
he
just
tries
like
to understand.
just like me, even though I'm a girl, I'm a woman. I mean, I have not entered that hood yet, motherhood. I wouldn't understand as
Right.
well, let alone a man.
Yeah. So
All
yeah.
right. Yeah, we have Shiwei over here. I wonder how it was like for my mama when she carried me. Wow, Iza, nice of you sharing this. And we have audience reflecting how, how unconditional love it is for mother, and how, you know, all the emotional roller coaster that a mother gone through when they are carrying their baby in their womb. It is indeed a very sacred experience. At the same time, it's very personal. And you know what? I can't thank you enough for openly talk about this, and to raise the awareness of prenatal depression, so that those who are having something similar, it's time for you to check. And there are a lot of information available. Again, we are not coming from a standpoint where we are coming from a professional standpoint. It's really with the intention, Iza, like you shared with us, you wish to raise the awareness so that more people know that there are such things, because we know postpartum depression, but not many know about or aware about prenatal depression. One of it is you can't get out of bed, right?
Yeah.
And you don't feel like meeting up with your friends who you are very close with. You avoid their texts. You avoid them asking you how you are. I think that was the most avoid question. Correct,
Yeah,
Iza?
that's right.
Based on your experience, right? And you don't feel like seeing anyone, and you put up the front that you're okay, you are happy, can't even express yourself, express the true feeling with your gynae as well. Even though gynae is very sweet, lah, I'm sure. Yeah. So all these things for those mothers out there, if you have something like that, maybe it's time for you to look into it. And there is always a solutions. And we will share about the solutions later. We have Vivian over here. Can ask your husband to show face for a second. Want to say, well done. You are an awesome husband, with a lot of thumbs up. You know what, Iza? Make sure you get your husband to watch this part. And Vivian, as we were talking earlier before the live talk, I was asking her, do you think your husband can show face for a while? I'm sure there will be someone asking from the audience, well, who is the husband? Just want to say, good job, well done. Vivian is our regular and also Body Mind Soul teammates as well. And she has 2 kids as well. So she know how it is. Yeah. So you know what, Iza, let's go a little bit to the other side. Since you have no one to talk to, you don't really talk with your friends, you don't really share it with your family, even though they see you, maybe you are not happy, but they thought it was just a hormonal thing, they didn't
Yeah.
think it was that serious, and you're not speaking to any professions like doctors or gynaes. So the only pairs of ears available for you is your husband.
Yeah.
So, can I know what did your husband do at that point of time that helped you through the entire 9 months journey?
So when I told my husband about it, he immediately just believed, because I think he is able to see it, not,
And
ev-
feel it as well,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Feeling it
yeah.
as well.
So he's able to see me crying every night. So he's able to see me how difficult it was for me to get up. Of course, he doesn't understand. I think people who maybe don't have any anxiety or depression, you're not able to really grasp how the mental state is like. So what I did was, I just shared with him like YouTube videos, articles, um, other mothers like in the UK or in the US talking about prenatal depression. So what I did was just I sent it to him like every day. I send something to him, so he takes the time to actually read, so he can understand it more. And then yeah, he didn't really like make such big gestures or anything, but he did little things that make big impact. Like for example, literally just hug me whenever I want to cry, or he says like, okay, let's go and we'll take a spin around the neighborhood just to get some fresh air, and then he'll maybe cook something that I want. Just very like simple things, but it makes me feel like I'm living. So I'm very thankful for that, because if you do 9 months is really long. So there are points during the 9 months where you already have some suicidal thoughts of I didn't have any thoughts of harming the baby, but I did have thoughts of harming myself. So
Mm.
it's good that he was able to not only listen, but also understands and believe what I say, because I think it's very difficult for men to understand prenatal depression, because obviously, even if you have period, men will probably say like something like, oh, you're just being hormonal, so let alone being pregnant. And it's really like common knowledge to know that women just go through a lot of hormonal changes, right? So I feel very grateful that he was able to understand, and also it validated how I felt lah.
So Iza, what is your husband's name? Yeah, if you don't mind.
One, WAN.
One.
Yeah,
One.
one.
Good job. Right. Good job. It's not easy. I'm sure it's not easy. I'm sure he has his own pressure and tension as well. When seeing a wife is suffering, when seeing the wife is not happy. And to all the husband out there, if you are having your wife is currently pregnant, whether your wife is in depression or not, these are the tips for you from what Iza shared with me. One, give her a hug whenever she needs. And that really comfort the wife's mood or the wife's emotions, correct, Iza?
Yeah.
Right? Two, just be there. Don't try to teach her what to do. I'm sure the mother has read through a lot because they are carrying a life in their womb. Yeah. But to listen, right? To just listen to you, correct, Iza?
Yeah, correct.
One was just there listening to you, and at times, hold your hand and just bring you out to have a walk, spin around, or on your bike. That's what you told me during
Yeah,
the discussion. It was really, really sweet. One, good job. Not everyone can be in that space and hold the space for you, for you to express your emotion, because you really needed a space to express your emotion. And he is the one that make you feel safest. Can I
yeah,
say
correct.
like that? Right? And Vivian is asking, did your husband have to watch over you all the time since you were suicidal then?
No, he didn't. I think I had suicidal thoughts, but I didn't necessarily take an action on it, because um, it was more of a visual thing that's keeps
Like a
running.
brief, like a brief brush
Yeah,
over.
yeah. I
Oh,
didn't necessarily take an action or like try to mimic anything that was in my head. No, but they were just thoughts. So he didn't have to sort of like watch over me and things like that.
did,
No.
did you express these thoughts to him?
Yeah, I did.
Wow, wow,
Yeah.
wow. You know what? It's so beautiful that the two of you have a very open, honest communication between the two of you, and you let him know how you feel, like from zero A to Z. And that is how that's the best he can do. Just be there for you, just listen to you and hug you whenever you want and allow you to cry. I think that is
Yeah.
also very important. A lot of times in Asian family, not just about husband and wife, but in Asian family, when we see someone crying, we just say, hey, stop crying lah. Hey, don't cry lah. Why cry? It's not going
Yeah.
to help. Why
I'll
cry?
get tired of you crying, because at that time, at that rate, I was actually crying almost every day. So I bet, yeah, I don't know, maybe deep inside he was like, oh my God, not again. But, you know,
Oh, that's a very good one. Yeah, but he still allowed, right? He
yeah,
hold that space. He didn't show you any discomfort. I think, if I'm not
no, no,
mistaken, if not, you would have picked it up, correct? Yeah.
correct.
If not, you would have picked it up and stopped talking to him, correct? Or expressing to him how you feel.
Yeah,
I just feel he loved you so much, Iza. I just feel there are so much of love in the air that he loved you so much that he's there with you, and that is really, really sweet. And our admin at the back is typing, this is so sweet. Vivian over here, I just wonder how Iza's husband dealt with the stress, or if he also had an outlet for the worries and concern he had for Iza. Oh yeah, maybe the next round we can invite Iza's husband. From a man perspective,
Actually, I've
Iza.
never asked because I myself was already like everywhere, so I
Yeah.
didn't even ask how he is. Yeah.
Yeah. So Iza, throughout, I think maybe we can think about that. Yeah, yeah, that will be quite interesting to know as well. So Iza, throughout the 9 months, you gone through it just like that. You did not. Did you sought any help professionally? No,
No,
none at
I
all.
didn't. None at all. I would
So
say I think if I've gotten help during the whole depression, I think it would have helped whatever I'm dealing mentally now. But yeah, I didn't. I didn't.
so how was it when you are delivering your baby girl?
I was in 13 hours in labor. Um, and when I had her, the gynae was like, come take a look at her. And I was just like, no, I just don't want to take a look at her. I was super exhausted for 13 hours. Um, and then after I calmed myself down, about 5 minutes like that, and I looked through my right, my husband was actually crying while carrying the baby, and then he was just whispering prayers to her ears, and then that's when I felt like a huge weight has been lifted off me, and I was actually able to think clearly. So even like I mentioned earlier, I didn't actually take any supplements or prenatal. I just took like 1 or 2 boxes, and then after that, I during the whole 9 months, I just could not be bothered with the pills. So I felt guilty, at the same time super grateful that she came out really healthy and everything is, eyes, ears, everything complete. So um yeah, it was a very traumatizing experience for me, which makes me feel like I maybe should not have another one, because it was really traumatizing, because I felt like the whole 9 months is just even though I felt that way, a part of me thinks that I was very selfish because I didn't think of the baby. I thought just
There is
about
guilt as a mother
yeah.
that you are carrying, right? Yeah, I'm sure the conflicting thoughts arises. So Iza, after you deliver, is that when you start looking for professional helps?
I didn't get professional help until a year after I gave birth.
Mm,
I did went maybe within that year. I did went once to a hospital, which is a government clinic for help with counseling.
mm.
But I think it's also just like a gynae. You always want to find someone that you can mesh with. Um, and I didn't really like the counselor. It feels like she just viewed my problems as really petty. So I decided not to follow up with my second appointment, and then it made me scared. I didn't get any help until COVID came, which
Wow.
was last
You
year.
know, yeah, last year. Iza, for us, we are body mind, so we talks about the total wellness of a body health, which is physical, mental health, yeah, with and also soul health. Soul, a lot of times I refer it to emotions. In our life, there are so many events of us, significant events of ours, usually was driven through by our emotions, right? For yourself, your entire pregnancy from the very beginning, you were at a shock, and then you were in a denial. All these are emotion, and it kind of like planted the seed for your entire pregnancy, and
Yeah.
went into prenatal depression. I believe, like through your sharing just now, you kind of highlight it in that manner. And for Body Mind Soul, we always believe, it's good to talk about all these things, and therefore we have a live talk as such, and also articles that look into and dive into looking into our emotions and our root cause. And you know what? I can't thank you enough to share with us how you feel, and this will bring the awareness to our viewer out there and whoever in future that will be watching it. So Iza, one question for you. How is your relationship with your daughter now?
It's great. I really love her so much. I feel very super protective because during the whole 9 months, of course, the way I feel at that time, I feel most probably will affect the baby. I hope not, but I think because that's how I feel the whole 9 months, I'm pretty sure somehow she's gonna absorb a little bit. So both me and my husband have made a mental note to really teach her how to control her not to control her emotions, but to um, let her know how to
Face,
handle her emotions. Yeah,
face her emotions. Yeah, face the
yeah,
emotion.
yeah. Because my husband himself is also an overthinker like I am. We're both pessimists, so um, we just have to be prepared with her. So yeah, she's really super smart. She talks a lot, high energy. So super grateful that she's everything that I wanted. So
That's so beautiful. Yeah, we saw her just now. She was singing, and I somehow was connected with her, and I kind of understand her body language. And she was doing this, something like that. So I knew it was a heart shape, so I do it a proper one. And she got so shy and she started to hide her face. And then after that, she still do this to me. So sweet, the girl. All right, we have some questions from the floor. Iza, is it possible that mothers subconsciously put the blame on their babies for the pain they have to go through, and perhaps on their husband too for not being able to understand motherhood, but the mothers are not aware of it? I'm asking because I have friends who are happy having their babies, but at the same time complain about it. So maybe,
yeah,
Iza, it's not a professional advice, but it's your personal experience at sharing. Maybe you can answer this.
yeah. I think it's yes, it's normal to blame the babies on all the hardships that you're going through during pregnancy because technically, yeah, you're getting the symptoms because you're pregnant lah. But I think it's totally normal to complain, but I think if you are actually super sad and you're feeling really blue because of the symptoms, and it's maybe you've experienced it maybe more than a few weeks
Mm.
consistently, then I think that's something to worry about.
Something to take note and take it seriously. Yeah,
Yeah,
start looking for the right remedy. If if you can't find anything, you can connect with us on Body Mind Soul, or later we will also share a platform where you can connect directly with Iza if you need any help, or with us as well. Body Mind Soul, we do have a platform for all those who seek it for help. Yeah. And we have Vivian also asking you a question. Do you plan to have second baby soon? Ha 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 ha.
no, both me and my husband are not planning for a second baby. Again, we're like, okay, we're not having a second baby, but if it happens, it happens. But no, I'm actually quite traumatized by the experience, so I'm not planning a second one. Yeah. I know a lot
Okay.
of people would say like, because this is what I'm getting from other people anyway. They're like, no, lah, cannot. It needs to have another brother or sister. Cannot just alone. But yeah, no.
You know what, Iza? Um, I just wish for you, that you will manage to find a healing process that you can find, in your journey that is upcoming, where it can help you to ease your traumas, or all those memories that you had and all those experiences that you had. Whether or not you are going to carry a second child or a second baby, at least it helps you to ease the burden, those
Yeah.
conflict thoughts that were inside you in that 9 months. I mean, that's my wish for you as well. It just came, and I feel like, I just want to express it to you over the live. It's not easy for you to walk through the entire journey with all our viewers here. Again, it's reminding you again the entire experience, and I want to thank you for your authenticity and for your honesty to share, literally sharing every bit of your emotions and all those experiences that you have gone through in that 9 months in 2018. If there is one thing for you to let our audience know, that one takeaway, would that be, Isa, based on your experience?
I think we shouldn't just, I think because now that we consume social media a lot, I think it's good to share, to not sugarcoat pregnancy so much. Because like me, I thought I was supposed to be just
Happy-go-lucky.
yeah, happy-go-lucky, because that's what everybody supposedly goes through. And you know, I think it's good to share the not so nice things about pregnancy as well, and talk about it more, I think, because I mean, I'm living in, I feel like I'm educated enough to like know how to go about it, like Googling and things like that. But I mean, Malaysia is so big and not everyone would think like, okay, let me Google whatever I'm feeling. People are just going to think that they're just crazy, and their depression might get worse, that they could hurt both themselves and the baby, and it could also break a marriage. So I think it's very important to talk more about it and to normalize it so people can actually get help as soon as possible, and not be like me lah, afraid to talk to the gynae. But they should. Yeah, they should.
All right. So one of the biggest takeaway for you, for the audience, is to be brave and openly talk about it. And to those who have experienced it before, and share your experience, not just sugarcoat how beautiful the entire journey is, but also the hardship, the emotion, turbulence that a mother went through. And a lot of times, because it was being sugarcoated in all the advertisement on all those baby products, therefore we have the impressions that mothers, when they have their baby, it should be, there are so many of should be images in our mind, and we compare ourselves, our unique experience as a mother, with those images that was portrayed by all the marketing strategies. Put it this way, yeah, Iza. And we have Vivian over here. If and when you have a second one, I would certainly want to know your experience. So please do keep in touch with Body Mind Soul with a heart shape. Pyong. So usually when I see a heart shape, this is my signature. I'll pyong back to the viewer, because I cannot send a heart shape when I'm doing live talk as a host. Yeah. So yeah. So Iza, we never know. You know, a lot of time we say universe will have the best plan for us. And with that, you know, I wish to conclude this live talk with just a few take points for all the viewers here. Thank you so much for joining us today for what is prenatal depression. A lot of times we know postpartum depression, but prenatal, you might experience some. This is a personal story from Iza, where you don't feel like getting out of bed, you feel constantly tired, you have no energy to do anything. And I believe that time, Iza, you can't even run your own business, correct?
Yeah, I couldn't.
Yeah, and it's
I was only able to do like, some days I was only able to do like one email a day, because I didn't have any energy to do it at all. And
not even making brownies, yeah.
I mean, I
email.
did, but I said it was full when I just didn't have an energy to do it. Yeah, but I did get help and a team afterwards lah. But that was like later on. Yeah.
So you don't feel like getting out of bed, you don't feel like talking to people, you have low energy to do anything, you are constantly you are constantly feeling tired, and you avoid people talking to you, and you kind of front a happy frontal. So if you are having something similar, a feel of this, it's time to seek for professional helps, and also or find some information. And to all the husband out there, if you observe your wife is going through something like that, hug them whenever you want to, and not whenever you want to, hug them whenever she needs it. Not whenever you want to, it's more of like whenever she needs it, right? Hug them, be there for your wife, and listen to your wife without any judgment. That is very, very important. Listen to your wife with an open heart and an open ears as well, and an open mind as well. Hold your wife's hand and walk through the journey together. I'm sure husband will need to be the strong pillar at that point of time to support your wife going through. So to all the mothers to be and also fathers to be, congratulates to you, and also, you know what, I salute to your strength for carrying a life in your life, so that you know you have a different experience after the baby is delivered, like how Iza is. So Vivian over here, lots of love to Iza, her little daughter, and amazing husband. Pew, 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 pew,
Thank
pew.
you.
Thank you for sharing openly. So Iza, it's our last 5 minutes. I want to do something that surprise you, that will
Okay.
caught you off your feet. Do you have
Okay.
anything to say to one?
Oh, thank you. I, I don't have any sweet messages for him because I'm very awkward in this kind of sense. So I'll just say thank you so much for believing in me.
Well, I think that is more than enough. Yeah, that's more than enough. And Iza, maybe you can also start cultivating to become less awkward. It just came to me, and I thought, you know what? Maybe you have something that you want to express to one, your husband, who has been so supportive. And thank you so much, Iza.
No worries.
Anything else that you want to shout out to all our viewers before I share the way to contact with you? Oh yeah, so our admin is asking, can the baby girl come to show the love to audience? Is she sleeping?
Yeah, she's sleeping.
Oh yeah, so she's sleeping. So we are lucky to catch her before she sleep. Anything else, Iza, that you want to add on to our viewers?
I know. They can freely contact me through Instagram if they ever want to talk about whatever they're experiencing. I'll be happy to talk about it over my Instagram.
Yeah. So to all the viewers, you know, if you want to speak to Iza directly, you can connect to her through Instagram BakedKL, and she has a column that talks about mental health, similar like body, mind, soul as well. That's what I love about it. Or if, let's say, Iza, if you have anyone that needs to express themselves, you can also direct them to Dear Sarah, our website, bodymindsoul.com.my/Dear Sarah. This way is not, it's also like a written format, Iza. So Dear Sarah is someone that don't like to show her face. In a way, it's not don't like, she prefers not to be shown, so that the
Sounds like me.
person, yeah, so that the person can have a more feeling safe, you know, that you don't know each other, you know, like a pen pal kind of thing. Yeah. So yeah, so I have over here Shiwei. Thank you, Iza, for sharing your non-sugar coated truth. And we have our admin have shared Iza's IG as well as Dear Sarah. So for all of you out there, if you have any mental health issue, whether it is related to pregnancy or not, feel free to talk to Iza as well as write to Dear Sarah. And with that, I would say goodbye to everyone, and I will see you at the next week, Friday. We have TGIF live with Christina at 9 p.m. and also Saturday at 3 p.m. Our regular weekly live talk show aims to impact life positively. And the video that we all the live is available on our Facebook at any time. So thank you, Iza.
No problem. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in.
Yes, thank you so much for everyone for tuning in. And if you find that all the information that we have talked about is useful, you can still share out the video after our live ended. All right, so share out so that we wish to create more awareness, to let people know that they are okay and they are all right, that they are normal as well. All right, so with that, I will say goodbye and have a great weekend to everyone out there. Bye.